Ever since its release, Once Human has become one of Steam's most played games, and for good reason. With a gripping storyline, dynamic events, and frequent updates, it constantly keeps the player experience fresh and exciting. All of this completely free. And honestly, you don't see that much anymore. But here's the catch. Until now, it was only available on PC. Mobile gamers were stuck watching gameplay videos on YouTube or settling for alternatives like Life After, which, let's be real, just doesn't hit the same. But finally, the wait is over. Once Human is officially launching on mobile, and yes, it's totally free to play with zero pay-to-win nonsense. Not only will the game provide the same great experience as PC, but it'll also feature seamless crossplay between both platforms, meaning you can enjoy playing with your friends whether they're on PC or mobile. Crossplay has always been a major talking point in other games like Genshin Impact and Marvel Rivals because they provide a mix of all communities in gameplay and also help with player count. And so is the case with Once Human Mobile. Expect a wide variety of communities. The gameplay will be exactly like PC. It'll be PvPvE experience, and it entirely depends on the player to choose their style. You can either choose a dedicated PvE server where you gather loot just by eradicating mutants on the map of Once Human, or you can choose a PvP server which mainly offers a player versus player intense experience, but also has some PvE as well, such as events that come in the updates, which the player can complete for loot and certain rewards. As a player, your main goal is to survive, build, and loot. You can explore cities for gear and armor to help defeat the mutants and gather materials to build a safe haven for the player. You can play solo or with friends. While the game is very friendly towards solo players, I recommend playing with your friends, which provides a better gaming experience. As friends, you can help each other defeat large bosses and explore the dangerous world of Once Human. I'll give you guys a brief summary of the story. Your player wakes up from a long slumber, only to find the world destroyed by an event called Starfall, which has turned many living beings into mutants. As a metahuman, it's your job to survive and uncover the plot of Stardust, the reason behind mutations. As you progress through the story, you get to fight bosses and obtain information about the event. Once Human plays a lot like Genshin Impact. Both games allow the player to roam a vast open world and do various activities. But while Genshin Impact focuses on a brighter and saturated theme, Once Human does the opposite. Every city is destroyed and overrun by dangerous mutants, making your home the only safe place. The world of Once Human is dark and gloomy, and you never know what to expect. If you're a fan of Dark Tales and SCP, then you'll definitely enjoy your time in Once Human. A lot of the mutants are scary to encounter solo just because of their weird and mutated design. One mutant I really love encountering is the Wanderer, which is a boss monster with 6 long hands. I'm sure you guys have seen it somewhere on social media before as well, cause it went viral when the game first came out. The Wanderer appears on certain map routes at night and is absolutely insane to fight against. The mutant design in the game is very unique and somewhat spooky to say the least. Like the SCP, there are different types of mutants in the game, always some twisted lore behind them. Other famous folktale monsters like the Siren Head also make an appearance in the game. In fact, it's the first boss you will encounter when playing. The developers have done an amazing job when it comes to the design of these mutants. I don't know, but encountering a boss with arms or a giant spider with a human skull sends chills down my body. While exploring the game, you may come across certain voice notes or details about the mutants you face, and usually there's lore to every mutant you kill or encounter, making encountering mutants even more spooky, and it is overall a fun thing to read about. Now, the lore and designs are cool and all, but we can't forget that there is so much to do in Once Human. Like exploring the map on your bike. It's a basic thing, but it just feels so good. Players can perform activities to increase their level, like killing mutants, riding the bike, building, cooking, smelting, and much more. Doing these will unlock new perks for the player to select, which helps with whatever playstyle the player chooses. Like if you just want to cook and make a great home, you can do that. And there are special perks you can achieve just for building and cooking. At the same time, you can achieve some perks that'll turn you into a mutant killing machine. The players have so much freedom when it comes to choosing a playstyle, and there is so much to do regardless of your playstyle. You can also collect Deviants, which are small creatures that can help the player with combat, or they can also help with cooking or collecting resources. Deviants are usually adorable creatures that you can collect from loot drops when killing a boss or by exploring the map and finding them in small containers. Each Deviant brings a different experience to the game and keeps the game fresh. There is one more feature I must talk about, which I haven't seen in many games except Elden Ring and maybe Dark Souls and a couple more games. It's the Once Humans Whisper system. Whispers lets players leave a short message on the ground for other players to read. This has made a community of its own, with players trying to help other players locate certain chests, complete puzzles, and provide useful tips for new players. At the same time, players can lure you into traps, so be careful. This feature is pretty awesome, and it helps a lot if you're new to the game, and adds a whole new player-to-player experience. All of that is awesome, but what do you expect when it comes to graphics? Will it be downgraded and look sloppy? Well, no. Recent gameplays have been emerging, and it seems the game has almost the same graphics as PC. Countless times we have seen mobile games with great graphics and visuals, take PUBG and COD for instance, so the graphics will rival the PC, given that it's being released by some of the biggest developers in the industry. What's really interesting is that unlike Life After and Undawn, Once Human is not pay to win at all. The only thing money can buy is cosmetic items, which have no advantage in either PvP or PvE, meaning playing the game with dedication and love is the only way to truly gain advantage in any scenario. Once Human has so much to offer that it puts it in a league of its own. It has gameplay elements from RPGs, MMOs, TDMs, and even Sims, which is all for free with no microtransactions to give anyone advantage. I am not surprised to see the game has over 10 million downloads. We are currently in an era where most games you play have microtransactions or just sloppy gameplay. It's refreshing to play a game like Once Human where your dedication actually makes a difference and the game itself is fun. So if you want to enjoy a game with your friends which has crossplay, a good story, and tons of stuff to do, then make sure to give Once Human Mobile a go. The game officially launched on April 23rd for all mobile devices, so whether you're on Android or iOS, you're good to go. Just click the link below or scan the QR code to jump into Once Human right now. And here's a sweet bonus. Grab 1,000 plus worth of free premium rewards to fast-track your progress by nearly 2 months. So you can skip the usual new player grind and dive straight into the real action. Let me know what you think in the comments. And hey, I'll see you in the game.